Hello everybody, this is Bob Niederman and I'm doing this video to introduce a brand new course offering. It's called the Empathy Mindset. Now the reason I'm creating this and offering this new course is because I've noticed over the course of many years of teaching nonviolent communication that there are certain stumbling blocks that people have in learning it for the first time. And one of them, it has to do with the way we think about delivering empathy. And it has to do with the way we learn it. We think we have to deliver it in a certain way, and often that way that we deliver it is awkward. It's difficult. People don't enjoy it, and then it causes challenges with both the person who's learning it and also the person who's receiving it. So I wanted to address that issue. I've been thinking about it for quite a while, and the empathy mindset makes a little bit of a change in the way we approach empathy to help people increase the positive attitude that they have and the ease with which they can deliver empathy. Because I think empathy is just a natural thing that we want to do. We want to be able to do it, but we have learned how not to do it, unfortunately. Now, here's one of the things that happen. Well, sometimes when people get involved in NVC, they get involved through reading Marshall's wonderful book, Nonviolent Communication, A Language of Life. And in doing that, they get very excited. They say, wow, look at the relationships that they have in this book. Look at the conversations that people have, how rich they are, how connected. And that's just wonderful. I love to have relationships like that. Wow. So that's why they enroll in the course. Okay. So then what happens is this. They do that, they get enrolled in the course, and then they try to go, they learn the feelings list and they learn the needs list. They go out and they try to have these conversations. Now they go home, they work with their mother's talking to them, they run to the book. They open the book, they say, okay, where's the feelings list? And they start to guess the feelings. What are the needs? They start to guess the needs. Well, the mother doesn't know what's going on. She says, why are you doing this? I'm trying to have a conversation with you and suddenly you're doing something with the book. I don't understand it. This is strange. Does this have something to do with that strange course you're taking? Of course, this creates a kind of barrier in the conversation. So there's got to be another way to learn NVC than this. Something less awkward, something that's just more connecting. The whole point of NVC is to connect people, not to disconnect them, right? So how do we do that? Let me give you an example. Here's what happened with a really close friend of mine. She tried it the regular way. You know, she was learning NVC, and she took home the feelings list and the needs list and tried it with her husband, and she got the usual results. He was trying to tell her something, she was guessing these feelings and needs. He was getting more and more upset. Why are you doing this? The usual thing. She tried harder and harder and harder, got worse and worse. Finally, she said this, you know what? I'm going to drop all that. What I'm going to do is just guess his feelings and his needs internally. I'm not going to say them out loud. I'm just going to guess them internally. I'm going to guess my feelings and needs internally also. And then based on that, on those assumptions, I'm going to just have a normal conversation, but with that kind of as background. Well, this seemed to go really well. Of course, not all of her guesses were correct, and she had to change a little bit, but it went really well. I heard from the husband later, he said, you know, I used to have these really frustrating conversations with my wife. I would be angry about something that's going on at work, I'd be frustrated, and the more frustrated I got, it seemed like she would start to get frustrated back at me. She would have a fight with me, or she would leave the room like she couldn't tolerate all this intensity from me. Well, when that happened, I got even more angry. I think, wow, here I am. I need my wife. I want to talk to her, and she's leaving. Very frustrating. But now, she's able to stay there. She's able to listen. And when she listened, she asked me some really good questions that helped me think through, well, how do I feel, and what do I want? It's not awkward. It's really kind of cool. So I still don't like NVC. But I like the way our relationship's developing. It's really very different now than it used to be. So thank you very much, Bob, for helping her out. I don't know what you're doing there, but I really I don't like NBC, but I like the way our relationship is turning out. So that's an example of what you can learn when you learn the empathy mindset. It has to do with what's the quality of internal empathy that I'm developing. That's what we're going to learn how to do in this course. So you're invited to come. It's January 6th. It's going to be from 6 to 8:30 in the evening. It's on Mondays. We're going to do it for 8 Mondays. If you want more information, check out the email. I'm sending it to you. Okay, bye-bye.